Hello again, everybody. It is the coach. You're tuned in to Madden 19 on EA Sports. Coming up next, we've got what should be a good one between the Denver Broncos and the San Francisco 49ers. I'll have scores around the league for you at the half, but it's time for a little football.
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. They'll run it now out of the gun. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Solomon Thomas there on the tackle. Now Foles. Flush to his right. And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. Here's Foles. Got him in. He finds Sanders. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 13 yards as the quick slant keeps the drive moving.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down the...
And down he goes. The 49ers get there. DeForest Buckner in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Foles. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Well, it doesn't take any great analysis. No jokes, partner, okay? All right, on this one. But we just know that we're going to see this as the game moves forward. There's going to be 2 guys on him on just about every snap.
It's kind of a dare to throw his way, but they have to keep throwing his way.
The benefits could be great. You throw it to a great receiver, he could come down with it anyway.
A gain of 32 that time.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Looking sideline, incomplete. He was trying to get it that time to Ted Ginn. That'll bring up 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Looking for Sanders here on the deep. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off on a former first-rounder, Jimmy Ward. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the 1st quarter.
Too many ones in this play. 1st quarter, 1st drive, 1st interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. The offense set to take the field here as they have the football in the final minute of this 1st quarter. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Solomon Thomas in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Looks for Nelson, and it's intercepted. Picked off. interception. This offense will get another shot at it as they'll quickly head back onto the field. Now this Broncos offensive unit ready to head back out onto the field. And he will not be able to get away as Foles is taken down. Cassius Marsh. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And for the third time here this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And his crew will take over with a football. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. And coming out now, the Broncos. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Cassius Marsh in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot.
And the pressure gets to him again. Solomon Thomas in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And he'll let it fly. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. The Broncos offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Now he'll let it go deep right side. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing. And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Throwing Jones. Sanders has it over the middle. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Now Jones. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Only 3 there on the screen. It's 2nd down. Jones looking to throw on 2nd down. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. Emmanuel Sanders, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the bit.
Looking for Sanders, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the... This offense struggling here in the second half. They have not scored yet. They'll try to change that here. So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
A very solid gain of 27. They've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. People start to press up on you. Push them deep. Find some space and open things up again. Being aggressive there, I think, will pay off for them.
Now Jones throwing again on 2nd and 10. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Cassius Marsh in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Here's Jones throwing on 3rd and long. Dancing to his left. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it. Another drive comes and goes. Still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
This offense struggling here in the second half. They have not scored yet. They'll try to change that here. Now the Broncos offense, they get set to head back onto the field. Throwing to start the drive. Jones. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Adrian Colbert, he was right there in coverage.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside, probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. He's going to air it out deep for Hogan. And this is going to be incomplete. A surprising. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. The Bronco offense now set to come back out onto the field. Jones now throwing to start the drive. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and short. Operating from the gun, Jones. Caught on the left side by Ginn. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Give him 30 yards there. Jones on 1st and 10. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Cassius Marsh in there to get him. And that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Now Jones to throw on 2nd down. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete. So the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. You got a young quarterback. Maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that, because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide-open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. Here's Jones throwing on 4th down. And that one knocked away and incomplete. So now this offense will take over, and they will have the football at their own 20-yard line. So the Broncos coming out now. Throwing to start the drive. Jones. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4th, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold
He
up.
trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to...
He's got a man, complete. And out across midfield down to the 45. And that one results in 35 yards.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he showcases the spin, a pretty good gain before he's taken down. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that'll make it second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Looking to throw. Jones. The catch made over the middle by Ginn. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A really good pickup of 28 yards. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Back to throw. Jones to the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. They get only a yard there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. There's a running back who was a receiver on the play. I think he's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he'd gone to ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds.
Looking to throw. Jones. Flushed out right. This is caught. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him. The storyline in this one, Charles, no doubt the number 0. Zilch, nada. A shutout so hard to do in the NFL.
It really is. And what an accomplishment, because you feel that not just on the defensive side, but as a full team. There's a lot of pride that goes into shutting out an opponent. And how about that 0 on the scoreboard for them, going along with those zeros in the time column, too.
So for the 49ers, it's a rare bright spot as they move to 3-10 on the year. And they'll get to stay home again next week as the Seattle Seahawks come to town. Meanwhile, for Denver, any slim hopes they had at a playoff berth gone now as they drop to 4-9. And they'll try to make amends next week as they host the Cleveland Browns. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here
scouting